We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll go again with ETN. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. You talk about this Giant defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Williams. He's going to air one out. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
To throw is Dart. Throw, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 3. ETN up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll drop this one off with ETN. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Dart going to look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Campbell. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To the air, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 4 yards. So he is able. Turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw now, Dart. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Straight ahead, ETN. And a short gain here, down to 22. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screenplay, here's ETN. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Cade York on now for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Dart. Will get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll throw again. Dart. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ready for that?
To the air, Williams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw is Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
65, 6.
On the handoff, Abanikanda will get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. 19, time.
Looking to throw, Dart. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
18 Cardinals.
To throw, Dart. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Ready, break. Ready, 79.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And running with power here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing his dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bears 3.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
Pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On play action, here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And still fighting. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bears first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately be taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
First down, they start out with a Bamacanda. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 9. Throwing his dart. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action now. Dart. High up there to grab him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Touchdown, Giants! Jackson Dart with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
There's 3. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First down, Bears.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. To the air once more, Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colston Loveland in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
York to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Finding room at midfield. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
This 2nd and 4.
What is up?
From the gun, here's Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What is that?
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Bears' 28-yard line.
From the gun, Dart. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Dart. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slot at the end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 28, Bears 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the air, Williams. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run to ETN. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. ETN once more. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's Knight on the handoff. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They give now to Abanikanda. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Dart. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up the wide receiver screen here for Neighbors. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
To throw, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
6 yards.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
First down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
19 tight.
To the air, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Warriors 70. Mustang 9, traps it. 18, run. 18, run. Let's go.
Throwing again is Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Ready.
3rd down, here's Campbell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
79 Broncos.
Here's Dart. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Darius Alexander forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. to throw from his end zone. Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Israel Abanikanda taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll drop this one off with ETN. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 4.
What is going on?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's more. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
First down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Williams going to look to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and goal.
Here's Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right to the Banacanda. Pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to the 42, second down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Play action. Now Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's taken down inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Giants, first down.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a Banacanda. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 8. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Shut up! Panther 60! Panther 60! Go!
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Let's go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. Charles, for this losing side, their head